Alright, this is my actual video talking about the response that I got from putting up my 7-part video. And I want to apologize for the lighting. It's been kind of shitty weather lately, so I haven't been able to use natural lighting, and so I'm stuck with this lamp. I don't have jaundice, it's this lamp. Oh, there you go, guys, playing the victim again. I'm really bad with thank yous and things of that nature, because I get really flattered. I was just looking at all of the comments on all 7 parts now, and I was trying to pick out some specific commenters that you know, I wanted to give a shout out to in this video, and I honestly I couldn't even make a list. There are so many people that left supportive comments. There's also people that left critical comments, which are duly noted, duly welcome, because, you know, obviously, if there is something wrong with me, then I would like to change whatever that thing may be, if it's affecting my life. And there was a couple people who asked me some really good, hard-hitting questions, and who, you know, criticized my story, which I welcome. I welcome that. Just do it in a tactful manner, not like that other guy. I seriously want to thank every single one of you who left a comment, who sent me a message. It really means a lot to me to know that you are interested enough in a stranger's life to give me feedback in whatever form you decided to do. And I also want you guys to know I've read every single comment that was left to me. The only reason that I haven't responded to a lot of them is either, like, I feel like I would be repeating myself, like, you know, oh, thanks, smiley face, or I honestly don't know what to say just yet. Like, there's so many that are just, like, so well thought out, and I don't have the brain power just yet to sit down and really, like, I guess, look at him like I should. But I was surprised. I was absolutely just aghast at the number of people who... There was a couple therapists or psychologists who sent me... who commented, who said, you know, I'm a psychologist, and unfortunately, you're not... This isn't the first case that I've heard of quack psychiatry, or I keep messing those words up today. But you know what I mean. And I couldn't believe that, because I've never ever heard of any other cases like this except within the office of my therapist. And I think that is terrible. I think it's a tragedy that this is going on in other places. And then second, there was also a lot of people who sent me private messages just telling me their own story, or you know, just giving me paragraphs of support. And you guys, I mean, you really don't know how much you helped me out. After I told that story, I kind of felt like shit. It's not necessarily that I was thinking about it and I felt crappy, so I needed to tell the story. It was like I needed to get it off my chest, and I told the story, and then I kind of had to, like, relive everything again, and then I felt like shit. And so reading those comments and reading your messages helped me out so much to just kind of, like, get over that little hump and be like, okay, yeah, fine now. And not only that, but just to know that there's people out there supporting what I'm trying to do. And those people who sent me messages with legal advice, thank you so much. We haven't like made any major progress yet, but I think we're all kind of getting there. We're all on the same page, and I hope that I can keep working with you guys and getting new information and trying to end this with just one person, but just end her reign of terror. I want to thank Loving Doubt for her spectacular review. It made me blush and everything. And, you know, also for giving me a shout out and for sending subscribers over to my channel. Hi guys, if you just subscribed, I hope that you won't be disappointed with my videos, but chances are, if you're subscribed to Loving Doubt, then you probably should know, like, what most of my videos are about, so it's not going to be some weird surprise for you. And I want to do a little bit of follow-up too, since telling that story. A couple people like asked a couple questions about, you know, my family life and stuff. My mother and I get along spectacularly. My father and I get along spectacularly. There was no real discussion about why we started talking. It just kind of happened, and he still doesn't know. I'm going to visit him next week. This time next week I will be visiting him in Florida. So, you know, I plan on telling him this whole story. I think that really, right now, the least that I owe him is to tell this story to his face. The other thing that I was really surprised about was the amount of attention these videos got. I honestly did not think this would go past maybe like 200 people, because it's an hour-long fucking series, and I honestly thought people would like get through the first one, maybe the second one, and then get to the third one and be like 10 minutes, no, and just quit. But I'm genuinely surprised at how many people have finished the entire hour-long, or however long it is, like session that I did, and then passed it on to other people and passed it on to more people. And because of the exposure that it was getting, it got me thinking, you know, maybe I should get my story more exposure, especially after the commenters were telling me that this isn't the first case that they've seen, and that should not be. And so, you know, maybe I should get my story more exposure. So I'm thinking about sending it to Quackcast. It's run by Mark Crislip. Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. Let's see, what is the other one? The Skeptic Zone with Richard Saunders. Just any other places you can think of, let me know, because I would like to get my story out there, and with getting it out there, it hopefully would help me bring in more legal advice and how to take care of this. And just basically do more social networking, because it's working really well so far, and obviously the more information I can get, the better. I think this story and others like it need to be out there. I don't think there are a lot out there, to tell you the truth. Not that I've seen anyway, and I've done a fair amount of searching on YouTube and stuff. So I hope that more stories, well, in a way, I hope that more stories like this make their way to places like YouTube, so that we can kind of like work together to end this pseudoscience from happening in psychotherapy. I mean, pseudoscience everywhere needs to be stopped, but, you know, let's focus our efforts here. And lastly, I really want to thank you guys for your support, your comments, your messages, and just know that I really do read every single one. I'm not fucking with you. I'm sorry that I don't reply to every single one, but I do read them. So thank you very much.